Oof, I look like I just crawled out of the depths of hell. Hey everyone, how you doing? If you are new here, I'm Nicole Concilio, and welcome to the video, y'all. So, much like the rest of the internet, I recently watched about 12 times the new Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B video, WAP, and it really got me inspired, you guys. There were so many gorgeous looks, so many gorgeous outfits, it was like truly a celebration of women, I feel like. There was a specific scene of Meg Thee Stallion where her makeup just, honestly, I gasped because of how beautiful she looked. I haven't done a celebrity recreation in a really long time. My last recreation, I think, was the Met Gala with Kim K 2 years ago. And let's be honest, I kind of sucked at that one. The pink hair, I didn't have a wig, nothing was really good about it. And I honestly feel like my blending wasn't even that good. I don't know what the hell I was thinking in that video, truly. But this is the look we are going to be recreating today. I loved the way her eyeshadow looked here. I thought it was literally so gorgeous. And it honestly reminded me a lot of like when I first started, you know, like I would always do those dramatic cut creases. I would wear bold lips all the time. And honestly, you guys, like real talk, I've been in a funk and I feel like I'm worrying so much mentally, physically. I mean, every single way you can possibly worry. And I feel like I'm caught up in myself, or I am caught up in the numbers and caught up like, oh my god, what if I do this celebrity recreation and nobody watches it and it's a waste of freaking time? But honestly, you guys, like, I need to stop that and I need to take the pressure off myself because I just want to do stuff that is fun for me. And lately I feel like I've been putting way too much pressure on myself and things haven't been fun for me. So I want to just bring back some of the old Nicole, the Nicole that you guys love, maybe why you first subscribed to me in the first place. And I want to bring that back and do this celebrity recreation today. I also think I have a wig that's kind of similar to Meg's, so I'm excited about that because I feel like I can really do the full look today. So I'm gonna shut up. I do have a tube top on, so, you know, I'm not naked when I zoom you guys on in, but I'm gonna shut up, I'm gonna stop talking, and I'm excited to get into this recreation. Boo. Okay, so first I'm going to prep my skin, and I'm going in with the Milk Makeup Vegan Moisturizer. I really like this moisturizer a lot because of how thick and supple it is. Like, it's really nice for me with my dry skin, and I feel like my makeup looks like crap if I don't use this beforehand, truly. I know I need to do my nails, y'all. And for brows, you guys, I'm so excited. I just got the new brow MVP from Fenty Beauty. This is the wax one, and it's got this like rougher spoolie at the end. It's not as soft as the regular brow pencil, so I'm gonna use this actually at the end. I was originally using waxes before I did my brows, like using any products, and I found that the products were just like swiping off the brows. So I'm now doing that in reverse, adding wax last. So I'm taking this Sigma brush and I'm just brushing my brow hairs upwards, and this just kind of gets them in place and prepped. And I'm going in with the Glossier Boy Brow, and I'm going to be fluffing this throughout the entire brow area. So typically when you lay down a product first, that's where you're gonna get the most product, the most pigment. That's why I always start at the arch and then kind of work my way forwards. And I'm actually trimming some of my little curly cues. And next for brows, I'm going in with the Glossier Brow Flick, and I'm just kind of like filling in and focusing it in the areas where it's a little bit more sparse. Nothing like too insane or too heavy. It's honestly I'm just using it to just add some more fullness. And you can see on this brow how it's a little bit more sparse, so I kind of just go in those areas and fluff her on up. And now let's use this wax. Curly brows really be a pain in the ass though, I'm not gonna lie. I really can't wait for to open and I can get my girl Connie to laminate them again because I loved a good lamination. Cute. All right, this definitely helps in the beginning there. So for Meg's eyes, she's got neutral looking colors. So I think honestly the Raw Beauty Christie palette would be perfect for this. And I know most of you have this palette. So I'm going to be going in with the P. Louise and Mama Mitchell collab. And I'm just wiping this all over my eye. I bring this all the way up to my brow bone underneath my eyebrows because I feel like it's a nice way to kind of cut it, make it look a little bit more sharp. Since I do like to go for a more natural and feathered brow, I don't really go underneath and really line it out with concealer, but that's all about preference. And then one thing that I've been doing lately is taking my blender and kind of like pushing it into the skin a little bit more. I find it just kind of blends nicer that way and everything just looks better. So I'm going to be mixing these two shades right here, which is Camelot and My Whole Heart. And I'm going to be applying this as a transition shade almost honestly up to the brow area. Now I also think it's important to remember when like you are doing celebrity recreations and like let's say, you know, you guys go to a makeup artist and you're like, hey, I really want this Meg look. It's important to understand that my eyes are completely different from Meg's. I don't have hooded eyes. She has hooded eyes. I have a large crease. She doesn't. Like, I would rather have her eyelids than mine. So just keep that in mind. When her eyes are open, you can tell you don't see very much of the lid. Just keep that in mind. The next color I'm going to be going in with is Copper Boxes. I'm going to work that a little bit lower. Like so. And I'm kind of just blending everything out really softly. She does have an incredible cut crease, so like I will sharpen everything up at the end, but right now I'm just kind of focusing on making everything look really nicely blended. And same thing over here. Going low enough where you can still see that transition shade, but high enough where we're not in the crease exactly yet. One thing that I really like to do is take a brush that doesn't have any product on it and just blend as I go, because I find that that's really the secret to having nice airbrushed looking eyeshadow. And just blending the two colors together. Now it almost looks like there may be a little bit of like a burgundy, like maybe a burnt pink or mauve in her transition. So what I'm gonna do is take a mixture of Moo Point, and it just does, and lightly bring that in above the crease. It almost doesn't even like do much, but that's the point. So I'm just kind of rubbing it above the crease. And I've been doing most of this stuff with the Colourpop E2 brush. Next, using the Colourpop E1 brush, I am going to go in with B, and this is where I'm gonna start to go in the crease and darken it up. And if you get shadow on your lid, it's not a big deal at all because we're gonna clean it up anyway and cut that crease. Now using the Sigma Small Tapered Blending, this is the E45, we are gonna go in with You're Not My Real Dad, which is the darkest color in the palette, and I think this should work good, but if we do need it to go a little bit darker, we'll tap into another palette. And for this, I'm literally going exactly in the crease, following the shape of my eye and blending it out like so. I think the key to just having everything look good is always trying to feather it out. And I'm just darkening up this crease as much as I can. So now I'm gonna take a blending brush with that lighter brown shade. We popped the Copper Boxes, and I am gonna start to blend this out. And by having that other color on it, it's just gonna help the blending a bit better. And because I have so much shadow on my lid, it's kind of like hard to see how everything is coming out. So that's why I always say you can't really judge a look until it's done. And one trick I always like to do, if you ever feel like, oh my God, it's getting too dark, it's lifting up too high, I'll go in with the initial transition shade that we put down, which was Camelot and My Whole Heart, and I'll just run the top over. And it really fixes it up so nicely. So I'm gonna go ahead and do literally the same exact thing to the other eye off camera, save a little bit of time so that this video isn't 45 minutes long, and we'll be right back to cut our crease. You guys see how much of a mess it looks like right now? It won't look like a mess once we cut the crease. The brush I'm gonna be using to do so is the E3 from Colourpop, and I'm going back in with Blank Canvas from Mama Mitchell and P. Louise. And we are gonna go in and cut this crease. And I like to do tapping when I'm doing this rather than like dragging. And I kind of have to go like this while I'm doing it because I don't want anything to get onto the transition shades. All right, and this is what we got. And I'm gonna be tapping in my whole heart, and I feel like I look crazy right now. The most important thing is making sure you set close to the crease as well. And from here, it's so much easier to just blend everything and see what you gotta fix. So I'm going in with the Jordan Liberty and Sigma brush. There's no product on this, and I'm just kind of taking it and blending / fluffing up the entire crease. So I'm taking this dual fiber blend brush from Sigma, and I'm going back into You're Not My Real Dad, and I'm gonna very carefully darken even more right outside where we just cut the crease. All right, so I'm gonna go and do that to the other eye off camera, save some time. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so I love the way this is coming out so far. Now we just gotta do our liner, and I'm gonna be using the House Labs eyeliner in Punk, and this is one of the best felt tip eyeliners I've ever used. Meg's got a pretty fierce wing, and it's pretty thick too. Let's see if I got this. So we have our first initial line created, and now I'm gonna drag it on in like so and fill it in and just connect everything. I kind of gave my wing a little bit more of a curve because I kind of wanted my whole face to look a little bit more lifted. So I'm just gonna now wipe away some of that eyeshadow. I haven't really done a like curved wing like this, but I kind of live for it. For mascara, I'm gonna be going in with the Marc Jacobs At Lashed mascara. I really like this one. I've mentioned it a ton of times, and it's lasted me a pretty long time. For lashes, we're gonna be going in with Lilly Lashes in the style Miami, and I do have a discount code with Lilly Lashes. It is NICOL at the checkout, and I do receive a slight commission, so thank you in advance. I'm trying to find my tweezers. Where's my lash glue? I wish you guys could see my desk and how atrocious and wretched it is. All right, and let's pop these on. And I just take my tweezer and I kind of like clamp my real lashes with the fake lashes. That way it's even more secure. Ooh, a little Lilly lash. Honestly, as much as I hate wearing false lashes during quarantine, they really make me feel like that. All right, so moving on to priming the skin, I'm going to be going in with Dominique Cosmetics and Shady Wady 180 primer. I do have a discount code with Dominique Cosmetics as well. It's NICOL at the checkout. And again, I do receive a slight commission. I can't say enough good things about this primer. It is so hydrating, so nice, and I love the smell. It's almost like a fresh cucumber-y vibe. So for foundation, we're gonna be using the Dior Airflash today. I always rotate between foundations to try and keep it funky and fresh for y'all, but I always feel like the Dior Airflash is just so good and such a home run. It's so lightweight, it looks beautiful on everybody. So there's a lot of different ways you can use the Dior Airflash. You could spray it on your face, you could spray it on a brush. I like to spray it on my face these days and blend it in with a little blender. The beauty blender I've been using, or blender rather, that I've been using lately is this one from e.l.f. It seriously is incredible. Look at my hair in the back. Oh my god, it looks chaotic back there. And I work in sections, so I'll start by like doing this side of my face, then I'll do the other side, then I'll do the forehead. Pretty standard, huh? Pretty easy, huh? Riley and I leave for our little road trip soon, and I just cannot wait. I just really cannot wait. I need to get on the open road. I need to travel. I need some adventure in this life of mine. I always feel like I inhaled the foundation, but that's fine. The concealer I've been using a lot lately is actually from Kimchi, and I'm gonna do a little bit of color correcting since we are doing like full MF glam. So this is the Kimchi The Most concealer, and I'm using it in shade yellow, and it's one of those things that you like squeeze and it comes out. So I always put it on the back of my hand first, that way I'm not putting too much product in one area. So I'm gonna go ahead and get right over here and right over here, here and here. I should have color corrected under my foundation, but honestly I forgot. It's fine, we can just color correct on top. That kind of canceling and evening everything out. And now I'm gonna go in with light amber, which is my regular concealer shade. And again, I do tap it on the back of my hand. The only thing I have to criticize on it is sometimes the little hairs come off the brush, and that's annoying. So I think in September, when Riley and I come back from our little road trip, I think I'm gonna schedule an appointment with my voice doctor again and just bite the bullet and get the surgery, because why not? You know what I mean? So many of you have messaged me and have had such positive experiences with getting vocal surgery, and I just feel like my voice is holding me back, and I wanna get back into singing, you know? Like, that really is my true number one passion, and my number one goal in life is singing. And just excited, and I think I'm ready mentally to move forward and get the surgery done, and I'm excited about it, truly. I just won't get it done during Mercury retrograde, because I ain't having that mess up my surgery, I'll tell you that much. Because when I got my breast reduction done, it was during Mercury retrograde, and guess what? One of my boobies is bigger than the other, and it's really effing annoying. So I ain't ever scheduling a surgery during Mercury retrograde ever again. So to set our face, I'm using the Cover FX Perfecting Powder, and I'm going in with my beauty blender and just tapping powder right underneath it. Because I have dry skin, I like to tap powder rather than let it sit there and bake. For bronzer, I am using Fenty Beauty in Private Island. I'm using this really nice Sigma brush. It's their F53 Air, which is bronzing. Gotta get that double chin from all that in and out I had. I haven't been eating the greatest, you guys. I was really good for a second there, and then anxiety and cravings and period cravings. I'm getting my period soon, so I'm really craving salty things at the moment. I'm like, ooh, yeah, I want chips, and I want cheese, and I want crackers. Anything with like pretzels, like anything with salt, I crave. I always get asked, you know, like, Nicole, do you want kids? Whatever. I can't picture my life without kids, but I'm so young. Like, I'm 27. A lot of people have babies now when they're in their mid to late 30s, and I understand that I am taking a little bit more of a risk by having a baby a little bit later in life, but I'm not ready, and a baby can't have a baby, and I'm still a baby, okay? Like, I still have a little bit of growing up and maturing to do still, and like, not that I'm saying a baby like changes everything in your life or like makes you not able to do things, but there's so much stuff I want to do with my life, and like I want to start my own brand one day. I don't think I would ever do beauty, to be completely honest, but like, I don't know, I just feel like there's so much stuff that I want to do, and like Riley and I are on the same page, which I'm so grateful for. But getting back to what I was originally talking about, I always wonder like when I'm pregnant what my cravings are going to be, because I'm such a picky eater that I wonder like if I'm gonna be a little bit more adventurous when I am pregnant, you know? Another little trick of mine, sorry, I'm trying to pull up this photo of Meg because it doesn't look like she's really wearing any blush, but I love blush. It's very light blush, whatever it is. But I take my beauty blender and I always clean up my contour with it because I always find that it just makes it look a lot more sharp. I like that. I'm actually thinking of making an entire video on some of my favorite makeup tricks and tips. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. Leave a comment so I know to do that. So Meg does have some fierce highlighter on, so we're gonna go in with my favorite, the Milk Makeup Flex highlighter. I'm just going to apply this like so. This Milk Makeup Flex highlighter, you guys, I use every single day. I have yet to find a highlighter that I like as much as this one. Oh, these Milk makeup brushes make really good back scratches, by the way. She's also got a fierce nose contour, so I contoured my nose a little bit off camera to save some time. So we are gonna add some highlight to the bridge of my nose. And for blush, since it is very muted on Meg, I'm gonna go in with my favorite blush palette from Lunar Beauty, the Moon Prism blush. And I'm gonna use the lightest shade, Pink Moon. The reason I'm using the lightest shade is because she really doesn't have much blush on her, and this is a very light color, so it's not gonna come up too blushy blush on me, even though I want it to be blushy blush. Meg, what's your under eye looking like, girl? She's got gold in the inner corner, and then it looks like a smoked lower lash. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, because right here is really harsh. A trick I like to do is I'm gonna take the Jordan Liberty brush from Sigma. I'm using my color switch to get off any product that's on it. And I'm just gonna go in and feather right in this corner and diffuse it so that way it just looks a little bit better and blended better. And it also kind of like brings the nose contour together when you feather it out. So let's go in with the gold. Her gold is like a big time gold, so it's like a true gold. So I think I may have to move into another palette. All right, so I think we're gonna do a little bit of a combination because I found this Lunar Beauty Strawberry Dream palette and Horizon is like the perfect gold, but I might lighten it up with the Raw Beauty Christie Golden Ticket. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and go on in, and she's got it here and dragged out a bit on the lower lash. So this is what it kind of looks like. And we're gonna do the same thing over here, just kind of in that inner corner and then dragging it. And now I'm gonna lighten it up with the Raw Beauty Christie. Perfect. I'm so happy that worked out. Okay. And for her lower lash, it honestly just looks like it's smoked out. So I'm going to go ahead and put down the shade Copper Boxes and kind of get that smoked. Same thing over here. And then I'm going to go in with You're Not My Real Dad and smoke that. So for Meg's lips, she's got this gorgeous red and a darker lip liner. So I'm going to go in with this lip liner called Ellery from Colourpop. And I'm just going to line my lips with it. Oh wait, I gotta put mascara on my lower lashes. That's gonna really bother me. I was like, something's wrong with my eyes. It's the no mascara. And I'm bringing some of the lip liner onto the actual lips so that way it blends better. And the lipstick I'm gonna use is Hot Blooded from Fenty Beauty. Oh my god, I love the way this lip combo looks. You guys, I feel like the only thing left now is to put on the wig and Jesus take the wheel because I don't know how to wear wigs. You guys, don't make fun of me, okay? I don't know what I'm doing with wigs. Or even if this looks good. I feel like I need to... How does one fix? I'm gonna maybe put a little bit of concealer. I don't freaking know. Y'all are gonna just have to give me a pass on the wig. I'm feeling like if I add some concealer to it, does that even help or did that make it worse? You're just gonna have to imagine it. This wig is from insert name here, by the way, and I also have a discount code with them. It's NICOL at the checkout. And I know Meg's hair is pretty much brunette and silver, but this is like the only wig I have that's similar to that, so you'll just have to like imagine that it's zebra print. So here we are with our Meg Thee Stallion transformation. I hope you guys liked it. Is the wig ridiculous? I don't really know, but it's fine. This is the finished look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this makeup tutorial, not the wig installment, but the makeup tutorial. You guys are amazing, and let me know about that tips and tricks video because I am really eager to film that. So I love you guys so much. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Bye from me in this wig.